I want to mention something about the nature of awakening. And it relates to who you are or who we are as a human being, our personality, our body mind, our karmas, our parabdha karma. I love that term. Um, our allotted destiny, our idiosyncrasies, our quirks, our foibles, our failings, our goals, our desires, our successes, our relationships, our status, and our lot in life. And what I want to relate about awakening with relation to all of this is awakening is the recognition of the substratum of silence. Awakening is the awakening of consciousness itself, which you are, to itself. And it is present and available to itself, let's say. It's present and available to you as consciousness, always. And it doesn't depend on the perfection of the character. It doesn't require your life to be in order. For divine awakening to happen, you don't need to have your shit together. And it could be argued that having your shit together implies more of a sense of control. And so therefore, perhaps it's more likely for an awakening to happen when you don't have your shit together, or when you're not holding it together, when there's some mess in your life, when things are falling apart. However, life is moving as it moves, and in fact, in reality, some of us are more inclined and designed in such a way that there's more order, more control in the organism. So if you were the type of body mind, the type of character that was well positioned in life with status and success, and there so happened to be within your organism and mind self-discipline and self-control, then surrender in such a life doesn't imply that this sense of self-control changes one iota. Surrender to what is essentially surrendering, and most fundamentally, it's surrendering to what is the presence, the infinite presence of consciousness transcending that organism, the light that illumines the mind and empowers the body. You see, the same transcendental consciousness illumines the mind of the wayward soul without the sense of self-control, whose life is more of a mess, in whom success is more of a vague concept rather than a present reality. You see, so the awakening is independent. It's completely independent. And your true nature is absolutely independent of whatever's happening and the status of your life and the type of individual that you happen to be in terms of your predisposition, your programming, your personality type. It's not the person that awakens. Consciousness, that which you are, the self, meaning the self with a capital S, the universal self, the actual self that you are, is already transcendent, immanent and transcendent, relative to the phenomenal play, you know. And so I think it's important, it's very important to understand this. You know, there may be a tendency in you to improve yourself, your mind, your body, your life condition. Neither is that an obstruction. If that is the tendency, if that's the way you roll as a body-mind, so be it. In the path of sadhana, one is opening to the recognition of the consciousness itself that is the principle of awareness behind all of the activity. That's why Ramana Maharshi says, who has this thought? Who has a messy life or a successful life? Find that one. These great sages never say, never say, first organize your mind in this way or that. And, you know, they might say, they might suggest, if you push them, simplify your life. As a general rule, that's about it. Don't harm others and simplify your life. You know, if you want some direction at the level of the body mind, they'll tell you help others, feed others, and simplify your life. But in terms of the Enlightenment, it's no obstruction. That's what I want to say. It's no obstruction. The grace of God is equally present on your worst day and your best day. Equally present. Equally available. What you're looking for when it comes to your true nature is the unchanging principle, the unchanging factor within all the change, behind all the change. The eternal, it's always here. You see, it's eternal. It's here. It's here now. Right now, it's here. Your true nature is already here. If what you're seeking isn't already here in the spiritual sense, seeking, it's not worth seeking. I'm not talking about in the worldly sense. I'm talking about in the spiritual sense. It's not something new. You are already aware of it. It's here. It's already here. Right now, it's here. It's here in its fullness. It's not diminished. If you attain enlightenment, you won't have any more of it. It won't be anything different than it is now. It's already here. So what is it that's here? If I'm having a good day, let's say, or I'm having a difficult day, if my mind is in a positive mode or my mind is in a suffering mode, a difficult mode, a negative mode, it's here. So what is it that remains? What is it that doesn't change when the mind is positive and when the mind is negative? Awareness. We hear this kind of idea that you were distracted. What that typically means is you were thinking something, as opposed to attention being on the objects in the environment. But still, the here-ness, that which is eternal, that which is always here, was here. The distraction actually is just a phenomena in the here, in the now, other than the phenomena that was relatively deemed as more advantageous to be focusing on. Either way, there was something in awareness in the now, and that thing was now. If you remember the past, if memory of the past arises, it's arising now. If imagination arises and anticipation of some future event arises, that's really just another permutation of mind stuff. It's the same stuff that a moment ago vibrated as memory. Now it's vibrating as what we're terming anticipation and imagination. It's just the vibration of the now. The body is just the vibration of the now. Some movement or activity is the vibration of the now. If hunger arises, it's a vibration of the now. It's a vibration of awareness. If anxiety arises, it's a vibration of the now. If expansion happens, it's a vibration of the now. My guru, Master Charles, used to say to me, David, expansion, contraction. Expansion, contraction. This is the dance of consciousness. yin and yang. And what is it that the expansion and the contraction happen within? What is expanding and what is contracting? The now, at its phenomenal level, through the perceiving apparatus, which is a vibration of the now. As a tantric yogi, if someone asks you what's happening, you could rightly say Spanda. If you find yourself feeling anxious, you can say, Spanda. The expanse, the throb of consciousness has in its morphing come to say hello. Is this sensation? Your mind is busy. If you're sitting, you want to meditate. Let me get to that silence, you say to yourself. I want the expanse of Shiva. Desire, spiritual desire. It's Spanda, a form of consciousness vibrating. But my mind is so busy. What did my mother ask me? And what does my wife need? And what do they think of me? And will I get the job? It's consciousness. Hello, Spanda. Spanda happening. The throb of consciousness happening. You find yourself spinning into a story. Spanda. You see, it's a way to continually bring it back to oneness. All there is consciousness. Consciousness is all there is. It's all the play of consciousness. It's all Spanda. So, I wish you well in your romance with consciousness.